You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I've got your weekly spoilers for August 11th through the 15th. We're going to talk about Anna and Curtis both panicking and Carly in a rage. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's get into all the good stuff. On Monday, August 11th, we are in season 62, episode 233. Anna talks to Jason and she's giving him a warning, and she definitely thinks that he needs to head to Croatia, where before she advised him to leave the Britt thing alone and stay away. And Jason tells Anna, tell me what you know, how you know it. And I just wonder how much she's going to unpack. But if she's going to send him, I'm sure she's going to tell him, oh, by the way, Joss is a WSB agent. Carly doesn't know. She's on a dangerous assignment that just happens to be in the same place where you said Britt was. And Dalton seems all tangled up in it. And of course, she's worried about Emma as well, but now worried about Jocelyn. Joss and Vaughn get settled in at the Five Poppies Resort in Croatia. And as they are coming in, Britt is right there with Pascal, but she has her back turned to them. So shouldn't be too long before Joss sees Britt and vice versa. And that should be pretty interesting. Brennan says he has something to tell Carly, some kind of confession, but he says after he tells her, he's not sure how she's going to feel about him. So it definitely seemed like they were building up to him coming clean about making Jocelyn an agent. But after what he just did to Anna with black bagging and kidnapping her to make threats, I don't think there's any way Jack's going to tell the truth. Maybe he's going to lay some kind of groundwork to mislead Carly, to lead her to distrust anything that Anna has to say. Throw some shade at her so Carly won't listen if she says anything about him. Britt gets a threat, and it seems like it is from Pascal, who is warning her that she is taking advantage and pushing their boss too far. We are overdue to meet this evil new boss. Alexis considers a legal move, and it looks like she might be trying to find a way to get custody of Scout or something to prevent Drew from moving to DC with Sam's daughter. And Alexis talks to Molly and asks if she's in favor of Drew going to DC. So we'll see how that family debate goes. Tracy tells Cody she is disappointed in him. And I'm guessing Tracy may have figured out that Cody is basically a paid manho right now because he is being paid by Christina to seduce Ava. Now, I don't know, how much Tracy knows or if he comes clean, but she's going to tell Cody that he is better than that. Now, I don't know if he knows that's true, but this is definitely super sketchy. Ava tells Nina that she can handle Cody. So Ava may be telling Nina that she kissed him the other day and she's annoyed with Rick and Cody's younger and hot. Plus, Laura warns Liesl Obrecht that if she wants to be part of Rocco's life, she has to earn her place. And on Friday, Dante was making threats about finding every single warrant that might have Obrecht's name on it that's still valid. And he's going to find a way to throw her in a jail cell. He's telling her, face jail or leave town. And Obrecht claps back and says Rocco's not going to like Dante throwing his grandmother in a cell. And of course, Lulu's furious and says again, you're not his grandmother. He has two grandmas. You're not one. And Obrecht tells them just because they disagree on Rocco, that doesn't mean that she's wrong and they are right. On Tuesday, August 12th, we have season 62, episode 234 of General Hospital. Drew runs into Willow, and I wonder if she's going to turn the other direction and run away from Drew, or if he's going to tell her that he's thinking about moving to DC and leaving her in peace, which I don't think he's ever going to leave her in peace. So we'll see. Jason wants to meet with Alexis. Looks like he wants to talk to her before he leaves town. And I wonder if it's anything about the legalities of Britt being alive, or could be about Drew and Scout. Carly just blasts Marco on Tuesday, and Carly might be blaming him for her falling out with Lucas. You know, she seems to be disrespecting their relationship, and if she comes in at Marco hot, I think Lucas is going to get even angrier at her. And Chase has an order to arrest somebody. Now, the question is, Stella for insurance fraud, Obrecht for an old warrant, Willow for messing with Daisy, or maybe it'll be something more innocuous. Emma remains determined, and it may be, I'm pretty sure it's about getting into Dalton's lab and getting the proof that she wants. Wednesday, August 13th, episode 235 of season 62 of GH. We've got Britt getting scolded. Could be by Pascal, or maybe the mystery boss man shows up to chew her out. Anna is demanding information from Brennan, and it may be about Joss and Dalton and what is going on there. Plus, Willow catches Elizabeth up to what's going on, and it may be a forensic breakdown of her encounter with Drew. Rocco is there to reassure Gio, and it may be about Dante and giving their dad a chance. And Drew makes a stunning declaration, and I wonder if this is about him walking away from Port Charles, leaving because everybody hates him, and moving to DC with Scout. And again, I don't think he's doing it. I think this is all part of his long con to get people to drop their guard. That's my theory. Drew doesn't give up on things. His crazy eyes won't let it happen. Thursday, August 14th, season 62, episode 236 of General Hospital. Dante and Brooklyn come up with a strategy, and it could be about how to work together to get closer to Gio and get to know their son. Michael encourages Gio, and it may be about, you know, you should give Dante and Brooklyn a chance. I've known them a long time. They're good people. I know they love you, yada, yada. Stella pushes Kai to fight for Trina, even though Curtis was telling her, you know, you should stay out of this. But Stella thinks they're good together. She doesn't want to see them end. And if Drew's the problem, she definitely doesn't want to let him break those two up. Chase opens up to Willow, and I wonder if he's going to tell her about his confrontation with Michael, where he said he should let her see her kids. Molly tries to get Drew to see reason, and this may be about the moving Scout to DC thing. On Friday, August 15th, is episode 237 of the current season of General Hospital, and we've got Jason on a mission. Looks like he is heading over to Croatia to find Britt, to protect Joss, to play hero in general. Isaiah's looking for advice from Felicia on Friday, and it could be about seeing Jordan with Curtis. And speaking of, Curtis is shaken by something, and it could be that Stella is under investigation. Michael is manipulated by Drew, and something frustrates Joss while she's on her assignment. We're also going to see D.A. Turner over at Sunny's place. Looks like they're having a friendly chat. Jason has shed his black, and he is in a nice light blue suit and is confronting Pascal over in Croatia this week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.